I'm going to show you about something that happened to me twice this week. And yes, I'm in my 50s and I never knew about this. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be like, oh, of course I knew about that. But there's probably going to be a whole group of people like me that were clueless that didn't know about this. I mean, we can't all know about every single thing in life. So I'm going to show you two examples of something that happened to me this week that can save you some money. And I almost feel like since it happened twice in one week, it was meant to be. So I definitely want to share it with you.
So my story starts with Kyra and Remy, two kittens that were found outside that I just couldn't resist bringing inside. The problem is when I blended them all together with my inside cats, everybody got fleas from the outdoor kittens. So I had to get to the pet store right away and get me some Frontline Plus and get this flea control under control ASAP because the kittens were covered in fleas and now my cats were covered in fleas. The problem is 2 weeks later, the cats still had fleas on them, and so I needed something urgent to be able to work fast that would help. I looked up Capstar online as an option for fast working flea medication and found out that the flea medication was about $29. So since I needed some kitty litter and other cat food, I decided to go ahead and take the short trip up to PetSmart. After all, it's only less than a mile away. When I got to PetSmart and went to go get the Capstar, I was shocked to find that the price on the shelf was $41.99. So when I went up to the register, I advised the clerk that the product was $41.99 on the shelf, but I know that I had just seen it online for less than $29.99. And she said, "No problem, we can price match it just like that." I was like, "Thank you." So as you can see in my receipt, it was a $12 difference. And if I had not looked up that Capstar in advance before I got to the store, I more than likely would have paid for it. And God knows how many people have already paid $41.99 for a product they could have purchased online. So the moral of this story is when you're looking for things like this that are pricey and are not your usual thing you would buy for your pet and are sometimes hard to purchase because it's painful, I would go ahead and take a look online, purchase the product in advance. And I just did want to also point something out to you. If you remember, I did a video about Rakuten Toolbar and how you can save percentage cash back when you're shopping by downloading their toolbar. And if you take a look at this toolbar snippet, this snippet shows in the right hand corner if you were signed up for the Rakuten Toolbar. It's like a browser plugin extension. Then you see it says right now that PetSmart would give you 4% additional cash back. So if you're going to be online anyways, you should be downloading this Rakuten Toolbar browser extension so that wherever you're shopping, just in case they are currently having this cash back depending on whatever retailer you're shopping from, that you're going to get this additional cash back. So I just want to put it out there that if for some reason, say you needed to get Capstar tomorrow for your cats because you need the adult fleas to instantly drop dead off of your animals, your cats or your dogs, please make sure you download the Rakuten Toolbar on your computer and sign up for the program if you haven't signed up, because I've been receiving cash back for quite a long time. I've received over $1,000 cash back, and that's something simple that only required just signing up basically and shopping online. So that was a lesson for my PetSmart, is that you can purchase online ahead of time and go pick it up. And even if you do have some things you need to shop for in the store, it's still going to benefit you to have the more expensive items at the best price. I never knew that the PetSmart retail prices online were so much cheaper than in the store, and I'm sure that's to pay for a lot of their overhead, but I'm really considering doing all my orders online and just pick them up from now on. and possibly doing a few more experiments just to see how deep this really goes amongst other retailers. So for my next story, it has to do with the fact that it was time for our annual state inspection on our vehicle that's only 1 year old. The dealership actually rejected our vehicle because they claimed that our projection headlights had illegal bulbs that were not DOT approved, Department of Transportation. Needless to say, we were very upset with this because we have never changed the light bulbs in our projection headlights in our brand new, practically brand new vehicle. So we had to go to the auto parts store and get some bulbs that were stamped DOT approved and take those bulbs to another mechanic just so that he could install them. Go back to the dealership. Guess how much the dealership wanted to charge us to replace these bulbs? $244. We went to advanceauto.com ahead of time to see how much they were going to be. As you can see here, this is the price that we saw, $33.99 for each bulb. So we go online and find out that the bulbs would be $33.99 for high beams and $33.99 for low beams. So that would be $67.98, not even including tax. So we go up to Advance Auto to pick out these bulbs. So all of a sudden, the $33.99 bulbs suddenly became $46.99 each. That's a $13 difference for each set of bulbs, only because we didn't purchase them online and went up to the store instead. So after we had checked out, we told the clerk that we had seen them online for $33.99. And she said, well, yes, sir, you can certainly go home and purchase them online and then bring these back and return them and get your money back. That seemed like a lot of trouble at the time since we were kind of in a rush, but this is a good point to let you know. This is the second situation in just 1 week where if we had purchased the item online, we would have saved a significant amount of money. You see a trend here, the $12, $13 hike for one item. That's huge. So to wrap all this up, I just want to let you know that we took those headlights to the other mechanic who realized that the other dealership didn't really know what they were talking about. They put the good inspection sticker on and gave us our bulbs back, and now we're going to return our bulbs and get our $99.62 back. Like I mentioned before, if you haven't joined Rakuten.com, you're being foolish because you could be saving all kinds of money by receiving cash back for purchases that you make online. In addition, I want to make sure if you do join, it costs nothing to join, by the way. If you download that browser extension for Rakuten that you see here pictured, if you go to that website and download it after you've joined, you will save anytime you use one of their retailers that are in their network. And as you can see by this snippet right here, I could have saved 1%, which is not that much, but hey, you see higher percentages all the time. But I could have still saved 1% had I bought those headlights off of advanceauto.com. So that's very important for you to know. So to wrap things up, I hope I've helped you realize two things. One, go online and purchase those products ahead of time and pick them up in the store. The difference in price is dramatic. The second, download that Rakuten toolbar and join the Rakuten shopping program so you can get cash back whenever you shop online. They have huge retailers on there, a lot of popular ones that we all go to over and over again, and it can't hurt to save money every possible way in this economy. If you happen to go to Rakuten.com and sign up, if you use my invite link that's in my description, if you join Rakuten and spend just $30 before December 31st, we will both get $30. So you will get your $30 back for whatever you bought. So let's just say you want a pair of new shoes and you want that money back. You can use my invite code. You'll get $30, I'll get $30. Think about it. It's pretty simple. It costs you nothing. You're going to get money back.